Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of the 1999 film Toy Story 2. It stars Tom Hanks as Woody and Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear. Tom Hanks, I know from movies. I know him from Forrest Gump, and I know Tim Allen from those Santa Claus movies. Joan Cusack is Jessie, while Kelsey Grammer is Stinky Pete. Kelsey Grammer would go on to play Blinky in the Troll Hunter series, which I'm also making reviews about currently. Don Rickles as Mr. Potato Head, Jim Varney as Slinky Dog, Wallace Shaw as Rex, John Ratzenberger as Ham, aka John the Pixar guy Ratzenberger. Annie Potts as Bo Peep. I know her as, I'm pretty sure she's Meemaw from in Young Sheldon. Estelle Harris as Miss Potato Head. That's about the main ones. Also another one. Yeah. Jodie Benson plays Barbie in this, and she's Ariel. That's another one I noticed. So the movie starts off with Rex playing this game. Well, we don't know it's a game. It's we see Buzz, wearing a belt, trying to fighting this army of robots, and he's going in and meeting Zurg, and I'm just, wondering, when is this supposed to take place? Is this like a non-canonical game? Because we watched Lightyear. They made Lightyear, and I'm pretty sure Lightyear is an in-universe movie. Like, Lightyear is the in-universe movie for Toy Story that Buzz Lightyear was created on. So when does this game take place? After it wasn't... I'm gonna admit, I have not watched Lightyear. Was Zurg not defeated in that movie? Did he escape? I don't know. I didn't watch the movie. Yet. I do know some stuff about Lightyear, though. Like, yeah. So, Andy's going to cowboy camp, and he's got 5 minutes, and then you gotta get in the car. And he sets up all these, and the way he's playing, when the scene cuts back after so-called 5 minutes, I'm telling you, he did not set up all these toys in 5 minutes. It took him at least 20 minutes. He ends up playing with Woody and, ripping his arm. So he can't take Woody to cowboy camp. He gets shoved up on the shelf along with Wheezy, whose squeaker is broken. Is Wheezy a dog toy? I don't know. Then we have, apparently toys can have nightmares and or dreams, because Woody has a dream or a nightmare. And then Andy's mom comes in and while he's away, and just starts grabbing shit to put in a yard sale, which is just like, now I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he told her before leaving that those were things that he wanted to get rid of, but I doubt it, considering in earlier dialogue, we were told that Andy was really upset that Wheezy was broken. So I doubt he would choose to sell him, which is what happens. He's given in the yard sale. Woody stages a rescue mission, rescues Wheezy at the cost of him getting caught. Now, his mom apparently realized, alright, this is the line I need to draw. Refuses to sell Woody for even like $50 to this guy, Al, But Al steals him anyways. Side note about Al. We see him in a commercial for Al's Toy Barn, dressed up as a chicken. So, is he the owner of Al's Toy Barn? If so, why is he dressing up as the chicken? Can't he hire some, like, teenager to do this? I don't know. Maybe it's a conscious decision, you know, it's his business, he wants to be the face, but I feel like if he was doing that, he didn't need to wear the chicken costume. I'm just saying. You know, so we follow him, and we bring him and Woody to his apartment, and we meet Stinky Pete, who is, of course, Kelsey Grammer, Bullseye the horse, who for some reason is, like, Plutoed, he can't speak, despite everybody else speaking, and Jesse. Meanwhile, at Andy's, all the other toys are staging this rescue. They eventually find out, you know, Al, so they find out where to get him. So Buzz, Slinky, Ham, Rex, and Mr. Potato Head all go to the rescue. Jesse and Stinky Pete introduce Woody to, like, his fame. He was apparently he was from a famous toy, or a famous little show, which was Marionette Puppet Show, you know. It had a whole lot of merchandise. And Al's apparently a very big fan. Woody wants to leave, you know, because he's still loyal to Andy. But his arm basically fully rips off. Also, he gets into, you know, kind of a fight with Jesse over this, because Al's sending the toys to a museum in Tokyo, I think. I'm pretty sure it was Tokyo. And he wants to go back to Andy's. Now, Jessie, she's got some PTSD about boxes. She does not want to go back in the boxes. Woody's arm fully comes off, and he attempts to grab it to escape. Bullseye follows him and starts licking Al's cheese dust-covered hands. Does that mean the toys can eat? And then, you know, Al burps and blows it all to Woody's face, and he, you know, grabs his hat and fans away like he just smelled something foul, which probably did, but, like, he can smell? So toys can dream, they can smell, they can feel pain, apparently, which we find out kind of later, and, or to an extent, they can feel pain later. And they can apparently eat. There's some new rules, I think. Well, the TV turns on and Al wakes up, you know, puts Woody back in his case and takes the arm away. Meanwhile, the toys, you know, they finally make it to Al's Toy Barn, where they meet a aisle full of Buzzes that have a new belt, which I'm guessing these are the new model Buzzes, the updated Buzzes, while our Buzz is the classic. And for some reason, you know, new Buzz overpowers old Buzz and takes a spot with the gang, and the gang does not question shit. I'm gonna be honest. There was probably a conversation after this, like, you know, we rescued Woody, but, you know, remember that time, you know, I got taken out by another Buzz and you guys didn't realize it, despite, you know, him fully thinking he was a space ranger and having a belt that I didn't have? Yeah, you remember that? We're gonna have a talk about that. The toys, with the help of Barbie, you know, work their way around. They eventually stow away in Al's bag to go with him, while Al has got everything set to go to Japan. He's packing up the toys. By this point, you know, Woody's been convinced to go to Tokyo. I guess, you know, losing his arm, getting fixed, as he got fixed. And the guy who fixed him is actually Jerry from Jerry's Game, a Pixar short. So I guess, you know, with being broken, he's got a midlife crisis, I guess, or mid-toy crisis or whatever. And he decides, you know, polar opposite of, you know, the first episode, you are a toy to be played with and shit. he decides to go to the Tokyo. And, you know, when Buzz comes and rescues him, that's what happens, you know? He basically says that, but he leaves nonetheless. And then we get Zurg. And this is basically a whole riff on Star Wars where he's like, no, Buzz, I am your father. Again, I did not watch Lightyear, but I could have sworn from what I've heard and what I've read, Zurg turned out to be a future Buzz Lightyear. So was this some type of retcon game? Did the movies get retconned? In movie get retconned or something? I don't know. I mean, I know this was just kind of like supposed to be a throwaway joke, but like they ended up making a movie about Buzz Lightyear title. So I mean, gotta get the continuity we know. Anyways, new Buzz stays with Zurg, I guess. I don't know. They should have probably. I don't know why Zurg and new Buzz didn't just come as well, but you know. Oh well. They steal a car with 3 little toy aliens from the first movie from Pizza Planet. And they go to the airport where they eventually track down Woody, but Stinky Pete, who, you know, has already revealed himself to be the villain, and the one who turned on the TV, which stopped Woody from escaping. I keep calling him Buzz. So he fights and stops Woody for a bit, but he, you know, gets brought down and shoved into a little girl's bag, which he does not like. He does not like the implication. Jesse gets trapped in a suitcase and gets put on the, you know, truck to be brought to the plane while they all go save him. Buzz and Woody's on, you know, Bullseye, and I'm just wondering, how fucking fast is Bullseye? Because he's exactly on pace with this moving vehicle. And then later on, when Jesse and Woody are about to escape the plane, he's keeping right up with it. This horse must have been going Mach Jesus, apparently. Or at least Mach Jesus for a toy horse. Well, they're saved. And, you know, because Woody convinced, you know, Jesse, hey, you should come home. Andy would love a new toy. So they get here. They set up a little surprise welcome for Andy. Andy comes home. He's like, cool, new toys. Thanks, Mom. Now, I'm just sitting there thinking, what's his mom going to say when he thanks her in person for the toys? Like, and she's going to look at these toys like, I didn't get that toy. What? Where did that come from? Is she going to, you know, Santa Claus wave it away or some shit? Is he just never going to bring it up? I mean, I don't know. Andy himself fixes Woody. And, you know, that's how the story ends. That's how the movie ends. Overall, I thought this was a really good successor to the first Toy Story movie. I don't know if it was better than the original Toy Story movie, or if it was about the same, on par with it. It had its ups and it had its downs. I personally, fresh off of just finishing it, I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.